Here are 3 things you can copy from the Riley Opelka serve to help improve your serve. Now, this video is courtesy of Court Level Tennis on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to their awesome channel. I've put their link in the description below. So first, let's watch his serve with the sound on so you can get an appreciation for how hard he hits the ball. I've had the chance to be courtside watching him play, and it's one thing to watch him on video. It's a completely other thing to just watch him courtside and see how hard he hits this serve. It's amazing. So here are 3 things. So check video of your own serve to make sure you're doing these 3 things. The first thing is when you lift your racket up, make sure that the tip of your racket is pointing the same direction as your chest. So watch. He tosses the ball, and as he lifts the racket, he's not pointing the tip of the racket at the back fence, and he's definitely not pointing the tip of the racket off to the left. His chest is facing to the right because he's right-handed. So as we see his racket go up, his racket tip is pointing off to the right. This gets you into that perfect, volleyball spiking motion that you can use on the serve. It also makes it so much easier to then knock off the birthday hat. And that's the technique that we see him using. If he were wearing a birthday hat, he would knock the birthday hat off perfectly. The second idea that you need to check with your serve to maximize serve speed is to make sure that you are using correct leg drive timing. So we can see that his knees bend and then he explodes up. Well, when are you supposed to explode up? You want to explode up before you hit the birthday hat, right? So we know that his racket's going to come in and hit his birthday hat, but notice he begins exploding up with his body before he hits the hat. In fact, we can take a yellow line right at this lowest point right here. He's at his lowest point. We can put a line right where the hat is. So notice the brim of his hat goes all the way down to that yellow line, and then we see it popping up again. Notice the hat has popped back up over that yellow line because his body is exploding up. And then several frames later, finally he hits the birthday hat. If you explode up with your legs before you hit the birthday hat, just like Taylor Fritz, just like Riley Opelka, just like Sam Groth or Nick Kyrgios, what you do is you maximize the shoulder stretch and the racket drop because the body's going up as the racket's going down, and you get so much more racket speed. So please don't just bend your legs and explode up. Make sure that your racket isn't, back here when you explode up, because then it's too late. The racket's already begun to drop. You want to explode up with your body before you hit the birthday hat. That's how you're going to maximize the effectiveness of your leg drive. And the last thing is you don't want to over-rotate as you're hitting. You don't want to be spinning with your body as you rotate. What you want to do is you want to have, from the back view, your non-hitting hand visible in front of you. This is called a power X, where you want to cross your arms. You see Leylah Fernandez do this perfectly. You see J.J. Wolf do this perfectly, where they actually tuck this arm in and they keep it there and they finish in an X. Now, he doesn't do that. He allows his arm to come out, but that's not the important part. This is not important that you bring your arm out. What is important is that the tossing arm goes up, then it falls out in front of you, and then you pull it back in. Watch. It drops out in front of him, and then he pulls it back in. When you're hitting a serve, make sure that from the back, someone could see your tossing arm tucked in against your body. That helps slow your body's rotation down. That's what helps accelerate the racket. The body should not rotate faster as you're serving. It should rotate, and then it should come to a stop. The rotation comes to a stop. That's a slingshot effect that actually throws the racket up over your body so you can serve so much faster. Now, if you're looking for people in your local area to play matches against or practice with, or if you want to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, use my link in the description and pinned in the first comment, playercourt.com/2minute tennis. When you use my link to sign up, you get 50% off. So please go out and film yourself serving. Make sure that after you toss the ball and you lift the racket up, that the tip of the racket, as the racket goes up, you have the tip of the racket pointing the same direction as your chest. Obviously, we want to knock the birthday hat off, but make sure you drive your legs up before you hit the birthday hat. That maximizes the shoulder stretch and the effectiveness of the leg drive. And then as you're hitting the serve, tuck the tossing arm in against your body as a way to slow down your body's rotation. You do these 3 things, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.